All
Are you
right.
connected to the brick or to the main Wi-Fi?
I'm connected to the station Wi-Fi.
Interesting. You seem a little glitchy this morning.
Yeah, I'm going to close these couple of these windows.
Yeah, you're frozen for me.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm actually pretty warm, Marty, but thanks for thinking of me.
Rim shot.
Good
Good morning, Phyllis and Lisa.
Hello, Phyllis. Hello, Lisa.
And Steve.
Good morning.
That's a solid name. Piotrowski?
Piotrowski. Polish.
Do you know Steve? I like the glasses, Marty.
I was just going to say that.
And I feel like putting on contact lenses.
I didn't know you wore glasses.
Sometimes.
Or corrective lenses, I should say.
Yeah, I'm getting old, man. It's presbyopia. It happens.
Say what now? What was that one?
What?
Did you say presbyopia?
Yeah, I think
I'm
that's
not
what's
familiar
called.
with that one.
That's just when your eyes age and you can't see, can't read.
God bless you for coming up with a word Welch doesn't know.
You got me.
Right?
You got me on that one. I was not familiar with that one at all.
Yeah, and I may just remember it. And in that case, you win.
Great topic today,
Thank you.
Dr. Marty.
Specifically, farsightedness caused by loss of elasticity of the lens of the eye,
Okay,
which is, so that's something that you would need readers.
that's right. Starts that way. My optometrist said your eyes are going to get worse and worse until you're like in your 70s. I'm like, oh, great.
Sweet. Can't wait.
Well, do your job and make it better,
Yeah.
optometrist.
Right?
Yeah, don't just tell me
Leave
that.
me hanging like that.
Give me a solution. Hello, Julie.
And then he said, then you're going to die. And then he charged me.
And your vision goes down to zero.
What are you paying this guy for? What kind of
You're gonna see a
bad
bright light, huh? I don't know. He works in the alley next to the real optometrist, so
news?
he's cheaper.
I'll bet.
Uh-huh.
All righty. 40 seconds.
Whose tummy was that?
That was my tummy.
Are you still hungry after your burrito and your yogurt?
No, no shaming.
I've never seen someone have a burrito with a side of yogurt before.
You know, I'm tapping into my Hispanic heritage.
Sure.
All right, here we go. .9 W4 Country. I thought he did a good job hosting the ACMs last night. Keith Urban, he's comfortable doing it. Now, were Brad and Carrie the CMAs, or were they typically the ACMs? I forget which ones they
CMAs.
were. They CMAs?
I don't remember. CMAs, I think.
Yeah, I think it's the CMA.
I must watch that one more than the ACMs then, because I'm so used to seeing
They
Brad
all
and Carrie.
run together for me. Is that bad?
No, it's not. We'll have a
I just
complete
get confused.
rundown of all the winners of the ACMs last night. In case you missed it, they were on CBS at 8, and they ran well until our bedtime was there. And we'll have the winners for you coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. Right now, 7:42 on a Monday. That means it's time for Dr. Martin Fletcher and your Monday morning Jumpstart. Top 5 signs you need to see a therapist.
Right on. We're going to give you a bonus too.
Okay, let's start right in.
Okay, start right in. First of all, it's really hard to get in to see therapists right now. So why am I doing the show? Get on a waiting list if you need to, but find someone early, because if you get go down a road of like major depressive disorder, it's hard, take some time to treat. So first thing would be this: life changes. Have there been any life changes
Well,
recently?
I think lots of things have changed for lots of us very recently.
Yeah, and within those
What is that supposed to mean?
It was a heck of a year 2020 was.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean? What does it mean?
I don't know.
A
Easy,
lot of people
killer.
are having issues over the last year. That's exactly what Dr. Marty was hinting at.
Yeah, so those disruptions cause lots of stress because there are lots of small ones and the big ones, right? And then we don't like that sort of stress. And over time, when we can't get away from it, we'll get sick. So really pay attention to this list. Want number 2, or are we going to wait?
Yeah. Go ahead and give us number 2.
Relationship troubles.
Yeah.
We talked about that last time. Divorce rates going up right now under stress, or maybe they just finally getting to, close to each other or whatever with the lockdowns. But relationship troubles, definitely. That could be not just romantic relationships, could be work relationships and things like that too. If you're struggling with those, that could be a sign.
All right, more with Dr. Marty coming up. The top 5 signs that you might need to see a therapist, and we've got the therapist right here. Join us on W4 TV at Facebook.com/W4Country or YouTube.com/W4Country. We are live there now, and we would love to chat with you while we are doing other things, while music's playing, while commercials are playing. A little behind-the-scenes look at the morning show right here. Traffic now with Madison. What do you got?
A little heavier traffic on 127 southbound. It's slow moving just ahead of 94. 94 looks like it's running pretty smoothly, though. I don't have any problems to report on M14 or on 96. Both of those are looking pretty good. Just a little heavier traffic on Main Street through downtown Chelsea, on Michigan Avenue, off and on through downtown Saline, and right around US 12. And it does look like we have a little heavier traffic right at the 23 and 94 interchange, specifically if you're headed 94 eastbound to 23 southbound. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. Traffic is sponsored by Audible, and that's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center.
Lots of spring stuff happening, including wedding season. That's right around the corner. And think of what's coming up 40 days from now. We'll be at the end of May, and you could lose up to 40 pounds in that time period.
It really does work that quickly, which is such motivation to continue on the program. Plus, you have your weight loss coach with you every single step of the way. You're in contact with them daily, and they're there to cheer you on and to help you get back on track if you need it as well, with other tips and tricks. And the great part is that it's real food. It's not bars or shakes or shots or anything like that. It's real food that actually detoxifies your body, makes you feel really good. You can find out more details at idealu.us, where you also book your free consultation.
Yeah, you could do it on an evening. You could do it on Saturday as well. They make it easy on you from the very beginning. I lost 28 pounds in 40 days. Madison lost 24 in 40 days. How much can you lose in 40 days? Why don't you go to idealu.us today and find out? Results may vary based on physical health and adherence to program. No weight loss or health guarantees are provided or implied. All right. Now we are clear.
Matt said I'm shilling for my own business.
I mean, kind of.
Well,
I don't know if that's why that would be.
But you don't, I mean, Marty, you don't really need to. You've got quite the...
I haven't taken on a new patient. And
yeah, you've got quite the slate of regular patients.
Yeah.
This is pro bono.
We have a tough time getting in on the show. I'm seeing Marty today at 5.
To be fair to you, Dr. Marty, Matt's statement was trying to plug his own business. He didn't use the word shill. You added the pejorative take on it.
editorial there.
I'll go see everybody. Look, I'm not everybody's, cup of tea. Just
Look at Patrick Henry. What a name.
I know you're just playing,
Give me liberty or give me death.
but that's a good thing to point out, though.
Patrick Henry.
What was number 2? Relationship problems. I think I was actually just talking to a friend late last week who was saying that they had a ton of work friends that they don't have anymore. And they were kind of bummed about it.
Yeah.
Because it's not just problems with relationships, but the relationships you had that just kind of sort of disappeared because you didn't see them anymore.
Yeah. The whole loneliness thing.
Yeah.
Was in that category for sure. Yeah, so these stressors just came on so many people right now. So we're just getting inundated. Right now, you don't need to drum up business. You could hang a shingle right now and you would be full. Your practice would. It's that.
It's a hell of a shingle.
Huh?
What?
In some ways, is it easier to see a therapist right now too? I mean, harder to get in, but easier to see them because a lot of therapists are doing virtual calls.
Yeah, but they still need an hour of time to do it.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Another friend of mine, she was living in St. Louis and she really liked her therapist in St. Louis and then moved back to Michigan. But she was actually able to talk to her therapist again because they were started doing Zoom calls.
Well, they may see in Michigan, we can't do that.
Oh,
We
you
can't go over state lines or it's fraud.
Oh, really?
Someone's like down in Ohio, you know, I can't treat.
Or maybe it's fraud.
I'm going to assume the best of that person. You know what's really scary though is even though there are long waiting lists to get into therapy right now, only about 80% of people seek treatment that would qualify or get a diagnosis. Right, so you only got 20% of people who are actually doing it. You got to get the pain levels got to get really high for most people to move, and that's why I want to give this list so people can get out in front of it.
Yeah, I can speak to that. The pain level had to get to a sufficient amount, because I think, you know, as it develops slowly too, it's something you don't notice. It's like how you don't notice you're getting taller as you grow up.
Exactly.
But then it's like suddenly at some point you realize just how bad it is.
That's right.
I've had moments. It was like breaking points.
I've had a lot of moments.
But that's why you finally got therapy, right?
Yeah. I had a moment Friday, so I'm going to go see Marty today.
It's good. It's wise. Wonderful.
What did Patrick Henry have to say? He
Oh, he
commented
said-
a second time.
I heard that more than once, Brian. Thanks for your history knowledge. Yeah, I'm sorry, Patrick, if you hear that all the time. If people give you the Patrick Henry reference, that's all I know about the guy is that he said that, and he was the subject of a
Peter.
Far Side cartoon that I always enjoyed.
When are we selling your house, Peter?
Yeah, Jody's.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but Marty doesn't want to be licensed in Ohio.
Marty
No, that was my point. You need to be
Right.
licensed in that state. I'm licensed in Michigan, so some people are licensed in multiple states.
So it's just like my gambling apps that you need like something that geolocates the person you're connecting to.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
You got gambling apps. You're going to breakfast with Madison. What's going on?
Hey, man.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. There's
you
just
have gambling apps too?
something weird going on the show.
You hear
Oh my
my
gosh.
my commercials for BetMGM? I do some sports gambling.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
I just put a few bucks on the Angels to win the World Series.
Well, that's a little bit ahead of time.
Yeah, but that's, you know, they take odds from the beginning of the season, and the book I found, it was offering plus 2,500 on the Angels odds.
Was
So
that make your payout then?
I put $10 on it. That means if the Angels win the World Series, I win 250.
Okay.
Oh, let's see how Doggy Coin is doing.
Oh yeah, we all bought doggy coin last
It's actually, I think, the only cryptocurrency that's up today.
1177 is my balance. So I've made $177.
All right.
Oops. Oh, crap. Here we go.
Well,
2.9 W4 Country and Homesick. It's Kane Brown. He did his new duet with Chris Young last night on the ACMs.
Okay.
It was good. It was weird because there was an audience, but like the whole lower level of each thing there was no audience. So the audience that they had was in the upper level, and it was just a few people. And I think they must have put in sound effects of people cheering because the amount of people that were there,
it didn't match up, did it?
I don't think the amount of noise matched the amount of people.
Did they use the wrong effect? Like, was it one that they would have used in an NFL stadium?
No. It was definitely a theater crowd sound, but it wasn't. I don't know. It seemed like there was more noise than people, but
Okay.
that's okay. It was good performance there. We're talking about the top 5 signs you need to see a therapist on the Monday Morning Jumpstart, and we're up to point number 3. Marty, what is that?
History of trauma or
Yeah.
recent trauma?
Well, there we
I'm
go.
sorry. Give us point number 3 again.
Sorry, a history of trauma or a recent trauma. Because under stressful conditions like what we've been living in, if you've got prior trauma, you don't get used to it. You just kind of get triggered from it, and it causes more stress. So, or if you're walking around in like deathly fear, like I've known some people about the virus, in the pandemic, especially if you have an illness, anxiety, or something like that. So that can traumatize people. So,
My whole attitude about this has been like, all right, it's a virus. I haven't been freaked out about it, but I have people who get mad at me because I'm not freaked out about it.
yeah, I know there are all sorts of divisions around this. It got politicized, and then the messaging wasn't great all the time, and then it changed a lot. So then the distrust factor is at play, and we've been
That's the reason
polarized.
why you need therapy, Bubba.
Yeah,
Why?
Because people are freaking out at you.
Listen, I'm vaccinated.
And that makes
now.
you upset.
I'm vaccinated now. Hopefully I don't grow a horn out of my head or
Right.
something from the thing, and we'll just move on.
Mhm.
Marty, what's point number 4?
Anxiety, which would be usually worry, and sleep issues and to keep you up at night, or depression that you've had for more than 2 weeks. So we all have down moods. That doesn't mean that you're at a full-blown depression, but if in 2 weeks you're finding that you lack interest, you have appetite issues, sleep issues, lots of negative thinking and guilt, things like that, then you're going to absolutely want to get that treated.
More with Dr. Marty coming up. The top 5 reasons you need to see a therapist. Plus, we've got another keyword worth free money in the 25K workday payday. This is the good ones. Gabby Barrett on 102.9 W4 Country. It's 7:54.
She was a new female artist of the year, by the way.
Fine.
Our fun fact, lots of people are saying eyes and teeth.
Teeth are biggie for me.
Yeah, me too. That is something we'll notice right away. 60% of guys think the first thing people notice about them is their cell phone.
What?
I don't
Come on.
understand. I don't understand.
I don't know about that. Well, that may be in sampling error or something.
No, but that 60% of guys think.
Right. Not what we
That-
act, not
what
what's
we're actually
actually.
noticing.
No, but why do you think it's your cell phone?
Like I paid attention.
Are
to
you
anyone's cell phone.
self-conscious about your cell phone?
Because you're on it all the time.
Maybe.
You're going to notice this about me because you don't see my whole face. You just see this.
Does that mean though that they'll notice a cell phone first if they think that their cell phone is being noticed?
But that's the wrong answer to the wrong. But the question was about you, not about a piece of equipment.
Yeah, but it's part of me, though. Marty.
Yeah, for
I
some
die
people,
without it.
it's an extension of their hand.
Are you judging me again?
No, I didn't say anything. You're the one who said it.
Feel as though that applies to you? Bubba? I think something in all of this that I think just because we don't talk about mental health a whole lot, just even between friends, I think that's something that can be very useful if you talk about it with your friends and you find out that something isn't normal.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, if you feel like this is, well, sure, I'm sad all the time and I have trouble getting out of bed, but that's everybody. Nobody likes getting up in the morning.
Right.
Right. Or it's my personality. I'm an introvert. When really, it's not your introversion that's causing.
I'm an introvert. I'm a serious person.
Yeah.
I don't have time for foo-foo and whatever.
Yeah.
For foo-foo. I don't know.
Foo-foo.
I'm turning into my dad. My dad will just like make up things like that.
All right, stand by with the word too, Madison.
Yeah, I got it.
Probably come at it.
The word is foo-foo.
Foo-foo. Text foo-foo. The word is not foo-foo.
Your chance to win
No,
a bunch
don't
of
text,
Do not
do not
text
text
foo-foo.
foo-foo. All right, 40 back.
I'm bringing 40 back. Yep.
Excuse me.
Oh, I don't want to go to the gym today. I didn't go on Friday. I was so tired. I only slept like an hour the night before and an hour the night before that.
Mm-mm.
Now I'm out of the habit. I don't want to go. Here we go. 102.9 W4 Country. Gabby Barrett, who had a good night last night at the ACMs.
She is taking home New Female Artist of the Year. Congratulations to her.
Good for her. We're talking about the top 5 signs you need to see a therapist. Dr. Martin Fletcher is here from the Shepherd and the Shrink podcast, drmartinfletcher.com, and Renew Hope Counseling. Marty, what's point number 5?
Increased substance use. So that happens when people are having trouble self-soothing and coming down from stress. So oftentimes they'll use frequency will be and quantity will increase.
Yes.
But when you say substance, Marty, I think that's, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that can even be something like eating more junk food.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I mean, any of those sort of compulsive type activities. That,
if you think like, well, I'm not shooting up with anything, so I'm probably okay. Like, is there something that you're overusing instead
Yeah.
of
Right.
And absolutely, food will do that. It will activate your parasympathetic nervous system, calm you down for a little while.
All right. Do you have a bonus for us today, Marty?
I do, and this is more of a thinking thing. If you sort of feel hopeless, or you're telling yourself that your future's hopeless, or you're getting really down on yourself, self-critical, you're having like irrational guilt or any sort of guilt feelings that stay with you, then that is definitely a sign that you want to see somebody.
Okay. And I will see you today at 5:00 for my therapy session.
Yes, sir.
sound like a threat.
Thank God. Oh, I'm sure that I've
It's
traumatized
threatening.
Marty.
Probably
Yeah.
any time one of us goes in, Marty feels a little threatened.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Martin Fletcher.
Hey, take care, all.
Monday.
Thank
We have the Monday morning Jumpstart. Time right now is 7:59. We're a little early,
We'll
but
do this
you know,
right now?
we'll take
Okay.
this right now.
The national keyword is coin. COIN. Text it to 95819 for your chance to win.
Coin to 95819. Get that in. You've got exactly 1 hour to do it. So please don't text and drive. Coin, COIN to 95819. All right, let's find out what's going on in traffic. Madison has that.
A little heavier on 127 southbound, just ahead of 94. 94 is running pretty smoothly, though. No problems to report on 23. A little heavier traffic on Washtenaw, right around 23. On Ford Road, ahead of 14. And on US 12, right at 23. No major problems, though. Not bad for a Monday. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. Traffic is sponsored by Macy's, and that's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center.
My goodness, we took the kitchen door to the Chelsea Fire Department on Friday as we fed the firehouse. Absolutely amazing. Their slow smoked and tender baby back ribs are the most amazing things you've ever happened. But now they've thrown another thing on top
I
of
know. Like they just keep going in.
Like I was set with my recommendation.
Yeah.
You want the ribs. They're
Yeah.
the best ribs you've ever had. And now they've added in the loaded prime rib sandwich.
It's so good. Those French fried onions, the horseradish cream sauce.
God, that bread that they have.
I
on
really,
them,
it's a
Italian
sesame bread.
Yeah,
it's so good.
I tell you what, this is my suggestion. Get the kitchendoorannarbor.com for two, and one of you get the ribs and one of you get the prime rib sandwich and you split it.
It's plenty of food,
Because
really,
it's
too.
so good, both
and
of
it's
them.
just so delicious.
They have to-go daiquiris and margaritas.
Yeah, they do.
I love margaritas. They have to-go wine. You'll need to call for the complete list available. And check them out at thekitchendoorannarbor.com, thekitchendoorannarbor.com. They're open 7 days a week. The most amazing ribs you've ever had. And now this prime rib sandwich that just throws everything for a loop.
It's just so easy and convenient.
Good stuff at thekitchendoorannarbor.com.